I like that intro. I really do, Mark. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
um, I had two topics today, but I decided to go with this topic, and it has to do with gardening because everybody's home. All the kids are home, including kids that go to public school and private school. So, moms and dads out there that you have your children home because of this corona issue. Here's some tips on gardening and how to make it educational at the same time. Now, some of you might not have paper towels, so this is just one way to do it, and I will share another way to do it. But you can take a paper towel and you cut it out that big, you fold it, it's thin, fold it in half. You know how those paper towels now rip about halfway. Take that, fold it, get it wet, put it in a sandwich bag, and then put your seeds. And make sure when you write down on the sandwich bag with like a permanent marker, one of these things, the name of what plant that is, and put the seed on top of that paper towel, close that sandwich bag, and what you have is a little greenhouse. And what you're doing is you are having that seed germinate. And during the time of germination of the seed, the child will get to watch it. And you can go and get a handy dandy notebook, one of those composition books, or a piece of loose leaf paper, or even construction paper for a little one, any type of paper, and have them document each day what they see. Or you can make it every other day or every couple days, and let them see what's going on. And then you can go and you can study about seeds and about plants, different plants, and how long it takes for, let's say we're doing radishes. How long does it take a radish to germinate the seed? How long does that take? And then you can go into the scriptures and start looking up the word seed and how God used his word in there as seed, and like the mustard seed, how our faith should grow like a mustard seed. And you can even study about mustard seeds and learn about this plant. And then eventually you can take that little seed that's germinated and plop it into the little dirt, like a little cup or a little pot. Lowe's is open, some in Walmart's open. You can find these little pots all around now, or even a plastic little container that you have, or a bowl or whatever that you're not using anymore, and just plant that seed. Also, if you don't have the germination thing that I'm talking about with the paper towels, if you don't have paper towels, guys, you can always get dirt. Dirt is everywhere. Put little dirt in a little container, make a little hole, put the little plant in there, and then have the child water it daily. Don't overwater it and don't underwater it either. You want that plant to grow. And once the little seedling comes popping up, you can have that child start drawing pictures of that thing and learning about that plant and learning about plants, and then learn about gardening and go out to the garden and have them, tell them, okay, we're going to measure, let's say you're doing a 6 foot by 4 foot garden. So we're going to measure that. How many inches are in 6 feet? How many inches are in 4 feet? So you got a little math going there. And then you start planning out and mapping out your garden. And you're teaching them mapping skills as well. And you're teaching them horticultural things. But also when you're planting the plants, transplanting your seedlings into the garden, and you're mapping this out, you're teaching them how to be patient and how to be loving and kind to that plant and what you need to do for that plant. And you could teach them about the sun. You could teach them about, rain and all. There's so much that can come into just gardening alone. You've got math, you got science, you got the scriptures. You can even bring forth stories like Jack and the Beanstalk. Read the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's something fun to do. And or James and the Giant Peach. Read that book and then go watch the movie. So you have all these different aspects of things you can do that just connects to gardening, and you just expand that. There's so much there. And moms and dads that have kids that are, going to school and everything, put a wrench in that. Put a little wrench in that and do something. Don't let them sit around watching movies all day or playing video games. Do something with your kids. This is a time and a season to get reconnected with your family and to be a unit. That's what I have for now. And, we could go on with that. At least I could. I could do about an hour of all the different things you could do with that. So
I'm trying to keep silent because of the kung fu thing. But
It
I
works,
love what you're
baby.
saying.
It's
What?
fine. It's fine. We can understand everything. It works fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not even thinking about it. So
I didn't
Well,
even
one of
notice
the
it till
things,
somebody said something. So there you have it.
one of the things that Amariah and I are going to do tomorrow is last summer I promised her we would. She was looking at sunflowers, and they're big and so we're going to plant Amariah's sunflowers tomorrow, and I'm going to do some of that with her. I'm going to have her put the seeds in the ground. I'm going to have her with her little bright orange little rake thing, which I'm going to do it first, but I'm going to let her think she's doing it, and get the soil ready. And we're going to put some compost in there and some things. And I want her to experience watching that, like you said, watching it from the beginning. I love the idea of drawing. Now she's 2. She's just barely 2. So colors, sometimes the attention with colors is about 60 seconds to 120. But
what you do is you just get some construction paper or just regular cardstock or just regular paper and just put like 10 pages together, staple it together, and just hand it to her and say, okay, we're going to draw. Look, and let her draw, because you know what? That's how they learn. And the other thing is, for older kids with the sunflower idea, is once the sunflower comes up and grows, sunflower seeds are fun to, chomp on and everything. But also they feed birds. There's certain birds that eat sunflowers. So then you can watch the birds come to take the sunflower out of the sunflower, the sunflower seeds out of the sunflower, and watch them eat it. And then maybe find out what birds they are and do a little study on that. Like I said, it expands. There's so much out there with just one topic, just one thing, and you can learn so much. And you can also bring forth the scriptures, and it is a lot of fun. I enjoy being in the garden. Plus, you get your vitamin D, people.
Yes, and you know what? I'm gonna bring a segment probably next week on edible, or use your yard. People, you can grow anything, even if you live in an apartment. Get some pots and grow something. There's something healing digging your hands into dirt. Seriously.
sorry.
Some of us can grow things, and some of us have talents in other areas. I have never gotten the Yard Beautiful award. Let me just put it that way. Not that I might not get it in the future.
Well, I'm not thinking
of the prayer on Sabbath that says, and I'm not being silly now, but I think about it, that he brings forth bread from the earth.
Well, you can grow anything.
I sat down at a dinner at a friend's house. Everything on the table came out of her yard. It was wonderful. And talking about kids loving to grow things, years ago, my son, the man next door grew gourds. The man next door to his grandmother grew gourds, and he just gave him some seeds. And she didn't think anything about it. She was out in her fire garden. She says, here, let's just plant them here. Never expecting them to grow. She didn't nurture them or anything. He had one big, long vine that went from the front of the house down the back and right down the side and around the back. Didn't have a gourd on it, but he had one vine, and he was so proud of that vine. I mean, and to this day, my son likes to do a garden.
Very cool.
I was going to say, you can grow one thing that's easy to grow, and if you can't find seeds or anything, go out into the backyard and find a dandelion with its seeds. Plant a dandelion.
Oh, I don't have to do that. They grow anyway.
Also, they grow faster, and kids can watch that grow quickly. So that's another option.
You ever had dandelion pancakes?
Yeah.
Very good.
all right.
So watch the pilot episode of Green Acres. What he did was he grew an entire farm out on the veranda of their New York City apartment. And he did. And he got so tired of it. It went great, but he had to go buy a farm so he could take all of that and grow it on the farm. That was it. Now, my very first job was going door to door selling seeds.
Wow.
They were good seeds then, I'm sure. Way back then, Mark.
What was I, 14? I don't know. My second job was going door to door to sell donuts. What did I care? So, you know.
Well, aren't you from Kansas, the farm belt?
What about it? Anyway.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.